We got some epic news today. So today for our Beyblade show, we've got a lot of TT news, TAKARA TOMY news to actually show off. So we got a lot of screenshots. So a lot of stuff we might have either gotten from a Facebook page or maybe some Twitter posts. So I'll make sure to link everything in the description below if you want to see it for yourself. So Cho-Z Achilles and the Air Knight Random Booster both just came out today. Well, today in Japan. It's going to be technically tomorrow for the actual date. That would be for us. But Cho-Z Achilles has something very interesting where it's 1 in every 20 boxes, which is a very, very harder rate than compared to before. You have a chance of getting a black Cho-Z Achilles. So if you know Black Requiem, that was 1 in 72, and Black Phoenix, I think, was also the same rate, 1 in 72. So that means the flippin' Achilles is even harder to get. Now, I actually did see this funny video, and I'll try to make sure I link it, but it was actually someone who was opening the Achilles. He thought it was a normal video, and he actually got the black version on his first pull. So, and by that, I mean sarcasm, because it's actually easier to get. So we actually ordered, how many did we order in total? At least more than 10. How many?
4.
4?
Yeah.
Alright, well, 4 out of 20 is a pretty good rate for me. If I actually get it during the, if I get actually a black Cho-Z Achilles during one of the sessions, I'm actually going to be opening it. Other than the fact there'll be a separate video. So if I get a black Cho-Z Achilles during an unboxing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to do a backflip. And I can never do a backflip. That's how sure I am that I'm probably not going to get it. Hope I actually do get it though. As far as I'm able to see, it's sort of like the other ones. It's a black variant. Kind of reminds me of Black Revive Phoenix, how it's basically just black with a little bit of gold and blue. Well, in the other case, it's just black red with blue, but I'm not too sure if this will actually appear in the anime. I'm saying that because we got Black Requiem and that never happened, but Black Revive Phoenix was like a pivotal sort of like form of the Bey in the anime. So is Aiga gonna maybe have some sort of awakening with this Achilles? Maybe? So in the chat with Dead Phoenix, we got an HD image for it, thank God, so now I can actually have like a good look at this. So the parts for this one, if you haven't seen a previous news video, is Zero and Atomic. So the stock isn't bad, it's just kind of disappointing. We're not seeing any new parts or anything maybe painted or something really interesting. I thought at least they'd maybe do Friction Prime, I don't know, this is the previous driver, or at least Atomic Prime. Seems not, could just mean that maybe this Phoenix is very good with its teeth. Now, I did discuss something before, and I was saying the armor might come off on this one. And after further assessment, I think possibly it kind of looks like it can, because you can kind of see that part on the inside where it slides off, and I can actually see a little bit of metal. So this could mean that actually Dead Phoenix actually has the armor come off, not confirmed or anything like that, but from what I'm able to see from the image, it does very well look like it. I think overall, it's going to be for the month of January. And something else I did want to say actually is that leak we saw a long time ago, which I said, I'm not too sure about this. So we saw Air Knights in the full booster, it's true. We saw Dead Phoenix, true. That means that the next one is actually going to be really friggin' good, because it's like a lot of the rare layers of burst. Now, most of them are god layers. I think some of them are pretty rare, like if you see a previous video on it, or if you just see the image somewhere, it's a Black Requiem that's for one of the bays that'll be in that booster. And I'm saying that probably is going to be confirmed at this point, because if Air Knight was true, this Dead Phoenix was true, it's safe to assume 2 out of the 3, it's most likely going to be true. I think that the next booster is going to give us a lot more prime drivers. And I'm saying that because in the current one with Air Knight, we saw, like, what was that, Merge Prime, a lot of other ones. So I'm assuming that the next one, not only will we get a chance for rare bays, but the potential to get a lot more of these prime drivers. And what I'm thinking is the reason why they're going to be doing that is that the series after this, which I'm pretty sure should just be the 4th season for Burst, I'm pretty sure, still a little bit iffy on how that stuff works, the bays could be so powerful that we need a lot more of these prime drivers to lock the bays in. So this is a new stadium. I don't know what they were thinking with this one, but I absolutely love it. So the purpose of this stadium is for 4 players. Now, this is like very, very bulky. It's very tall. So the whole thing with the stadium is like this. It's meant for 4 players. I think, in my own opinion, this looks like a way improved version of, what was that? The B50 wide stadium. It's sort of taller, and I think it's a lot more compact, and I like that. What was that, a hexagon shape? I can't really tell if it's hexagon shape. So, very interesting. I think this stadium is going to be good for a lot of battles with your friends, and I'm predicting this stadium might, quote-unquote, might be paired up with the starter set, like how they usually do it for each season for Burst. I think that'd be cool, or unless they're going to just do like a big box, something like that. Personally, from what I'm able to see, it's a good shape. It's meant for 4 players, but probably can bring in a little bit more. It looks cool. It looks cool. And I at least like that kind of innovation because, let's be honest now, TAKARA TOMY does not really give too much innovation with their stadiums. Like, we almost get the same standard stadium each time with like a different color pin. Like, wow. But there are a few cool things. Like, I can't remember, what was that? The B20. We'll get to that in a second. That's pretty hype. The B20 Spike Stadium. What was it? The Fang Fenner one. The Infinite, the Mugen Valkyrie, and then after the Mugen Eclipse. So, the next one is going to be a little bit of a shout out to my good old buddy DracoLight. He's a French Baytuber. He was able to get a custom stadium made for us, and wow, it looks amazing. He's doing a lot of other commissions for that stadium. We made sure to give our specifications for it and everything. So, he's done full videos on this for his own stadium on it, and I've got to say, this is like what I would consider the perfect, and I mean this honestly, the perfect real-life anime-based stadium. He did actually record a video of it. I don't think there's audio for it, or even if there is, I'll just commentate over it. But it's like a good shape. It's pretty wide. And I think he said he already has it shipped. So he's just right now showing off, the setup for all that stuff with the manufacturers that are doing the stadium. And he's trying to add walls to it. And look at this. There's also a cool thing where it has the remote. That was like our old top plate videos, right? There's little LED lights inside, and you can actually change the color. Now, I don't know if I might use that maybe for some special themed battles. I just think that's cool either way. That looks awesome. I'll have a special video for that planned whenever that stadium comes. Like, I like that stadium a lot. And a huge, huge shout out to DracoLight. Like, the stadium is big. It has 4 walls. This is like a legit anime-based stadium. Most accurate one to date. Again, awesome job. So, some other piece of news I do want to talk about, actually, it is... So, as you know on this channel, I love to do Zankye Concepts that are based on future products, mostly Hasbro, and we do have 2, and this is based off the recent stuff that we've seen with Amaterios actually getting, not like, is it leaked or more of just like sort of having some sort of early release? So from what I've been able to see, relax there buddy, what I've been able to see is that Amaterios has, does it have a turbo or switch, or I think, from what I was able to see, it has like a normal turbo launcher. Some of them I saw from the leaks for the stuff for the actual product. Some came with a old Switch Strike launcher, but we don't know if that's actually going to come with it. I would assume it'll be a regular turbo launcher, and this is my little themed packaging for what I think Amaterios would probably look like. It's like pretty simple. And by the way, concept, this, oh I can't touch that, the space cut off. This, it cut off because it's not real. You see that? That's where reality lines up. Now we also have Orichalcum. Yeah. So the thing is with Orichalcum, from what I was able to see, I think it still has the gimmick. I'm not too sure. I did notice that I think Octa has metal. I'm not too sure on that. Like I said, actually I never said this on the channel before. So what I will say is that, how many weeks did you tell me? 2 weeks? 2 weeks-ish? 1 week? For the thing. 2 weeks? In 2 weeks, we should have a lot more answers. That's all I'm going to say on that. Maybe a week. I don't, well, it depends if Canada Post doesn't go on another strike. randomly. Alright, that's it for the piece of news. So, 2 concepts, I am doing that because there's a lot more of information on this stuff, and we are getting a lot more of info on it. And the good thing is, here, come a little closer. The good thing is, since a lot of this stuff is coming out pretty soon, sooner than expected to the market, we can show off the actual QR codes. So, yeah. No, yeah, there is a lot of... There will be QR codes eventually whenever the actual stuff hits, because at least that's a physical product, like I said. So, it's kind of strange how this year it's gonna end. It's gonna be a lot... I think it's... well, I'll say this now. I was planning on doing a normal video. I did a collab with Reds on the day I did that video, doing a lot of breakdowns on stuff. But you should see, I would say, before this year ends, sort of like a year in review. Not like a compilation, like actually me talking during the video. I might try to do a lot of editing for it, depends. Might be a little bit of light work. I am working on the 300k special, which is already late by 8k subs, but again, I'm still planning it. I have a lot of stuff to do right now, not just for this channel, but you know, a lot of IRL stuff. Well, I have a lot of plans and all that stuff. I still want to enjoy some of my winter break. I'll probably try to see if I can work on the later half of my winter break on that stuff, but comment on what you're most excited for. And also, something else I can say is that there's a lot more announcements coming for this channel. We are changing up our content a little bit for what we usually do. I did just do an interview with Kim Lin Tran, the voice of Volta Oya on Beyblade Burst Turbo. I did a few other interviews with the voice actors like Louie and Iger. I'm going to try to release those per week, and stay tuned for that too. So that's it for now. Comment what you're most excited for. This thing just goes on randomly. Comment what you're most excited for, and as always, have an awesome day.